We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Dean Kremer is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So here's Yoan Moncada, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball in for a strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Into the box now, Luis Robert, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Kremer has over 40 innings on his line so far and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third.
In is Jorge Soler. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
The left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Digging in, Eloy Jimenez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses low and away. Ball 1.
1-0.
Moncada is off at first with 2 away. Fouled away. And he misses 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Count it 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Jose Abreu. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Roll, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2
Two men are on with 2 men out. Two pitches fouled away. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The White Sox lead it 1-0. Dylan Cease will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way.
1-0.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. In the air out to left, giving chase to Jimenez, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. A jump, but he can't get it. It falls in and bounces over the wall for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto as we take a look at the splits between April and May. From the belt, the pitch. Abreu might try to make a play on it. Alberto is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The throw here is not in time. He beats Grandal's tag.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
So here's Trey Mancini, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll check in here at 277. 9 homers and 25 driven in. And there's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Abreu has a play. He's got it one away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Renato Nunez.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. A 2-1 count to Nunez.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Digging in now, Anthony Santander. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Santander is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 2-0 on the way is taken. Strike one.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
First and second now, one man out. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The set and the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Ready with the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We move ahead to the top of the second now, all tied at 1-1. So striding forward now, Max Kepler comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's up there.
The 1-0.
Ball inside.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Count 1-0.
And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0 home. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
At the plate now, Nick Gordon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two and one.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
A man at third with one away. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So no one on now after the sac fly, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
Robert, a 22-year-old, is hoping for a ticket to the All-Star game, and he may well have one coming. Heading into the day, second in fan votes among center fielders in the league.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. 2 out, nobody on. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Soler. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Counts 1-0.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. The 1-0.
Hey!
Two out with the man at first. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Throw over to first. Just keeping him close. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is foul right side. The 3-2 one more time, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 3 and the Orioles 1. Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hopped up. Abreu is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, Pedro Severino.
Striding into the box, Pedro Severino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Reined in. And there's out number 2. So digging in now, Pat Valaika will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Wow. For him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. Digging in, Jose Abreu. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Yasmani Grandal is on deck. The 3-1 pitch.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
This is line to left. Nunez is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Yasmani Grandal.
One out here in the Chi Sox 3rd. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch on its way. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. At the plate, Max Kepler. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Kepler.
Now the pitch. Weakly hit to 3rd. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Nick Gordon. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoán Moncada, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the right fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Hunter Harvey is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Hunter Harvey. Now batting, the center fielder.
At the plate, Luis Robert, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Robert hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0 home. is looked at off the plate for a ball. So far this season, Robert is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Now the 2-0. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the White Sox 7 and the Orioles 1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. So striding in, Hanser Alberto looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler is there, and he has it for the out. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1-0 the count. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Man at second here with 2 away. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
The 1-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder. All even now, 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. A swing and a ground ball to third. Foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Soler, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, it's a pitcher you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
From the stretch, Eloy Jimenez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Jimenez is making a push for the All-Star squad this year with a great year. 3rd in voting among left fielders entering the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And there are 2 away now.
Up next to Chicago.
At the plate, Jose Abreu. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That evens it up 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. That's 1-1. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1. They're on top 7-1. Anthony Santander, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. On the year, Santander is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Austin Hayes. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The right fielder, UCL Diaz.
Stepping in now, Yusniel Diaz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 7-1. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. Stepping up now, Max Kepler. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Kepler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Two and one. The pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Madrigal. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
One and 0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. but this will land untouched. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down, and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back safely. Into the box, Nick Gordon, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Up next is Chicago.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in at last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Swinging a looper to left. Left fielder coming in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Soler. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. ball one.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Two down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 17 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Dylan Tate gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here's Jose Abreu as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
The batter, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
So now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 12 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw.
The 1-0 home. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Ready now for Baltimore, Pat Valaika. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Now the pitch. This is in the air to left.
Jimenez is in pursuit.
Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Iglesias. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now for the O's, Hanser Alberto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set and the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Alberto is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Madrigal onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Now batting, Max Kepler. He'll lead things off in the pale hose half of the 6th.
Kepler.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Ball 2.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
In now, Nick Madrigal.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. One out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring in the speedy Nick Gordon. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runner at second here with one man out. On a rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play. So coming to the plate, Yoan Moncada. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Iglesias is there. And the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Michael Kopech enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 34, Michael Kopech.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out. Two balls, 1 strike.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
And here's Renato Nunez.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Kopech is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that could cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Anthony Santander. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
In there, and it's even now. 2-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order too.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll. Ready now, Luis Robert.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Standing in now, Jorge Soler, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Soler hits a little over the 270 mark. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game. It extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, here's the pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's set, now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Nunez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready for another shot now, Yasmani Grandal. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Grandal with a 3-1 count now. Max Kepler would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. And the throw in gets away from him.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He doubled his last time through. This is pulled into right. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
At the plate now, Nick Madrigal. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
So now to the plate, Nick Gordon, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Two balls and no strikes.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The White Sox lead this one 16-1. In now, Austin Hayes. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The right fielder,
Stepping in, Yusniel Diaz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. foul. Fouled away. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Pedro Severino. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he misses with it. 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. One and one, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Robert will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. All set for the start of the inning, so stepping in, Yoan Moncada. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is line to left, and another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game, so that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Luis Roberts at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there, on to first, and they get them both.
Now batting.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jorge Soler. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Hayes on the run for it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler, number 13 for him on the year as the blowout continues. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Roll, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Diaz is camped under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. And the White Sox are out in front, 17-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jose Iglesias.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And, oh, this one drops. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Hanser Alberto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 0-1.
Nope. Two balls, 1 strike. Count is 3-1.
Trey Mancini will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ready for another chance? Trey Mancini. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way.
Nope, ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Fouled off. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
From the belt, the pitch.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder to the track. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Standing in now, Renato Nunez.
Renato.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Tender.
Stepping in now, Anthony Santander. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Gordon has a play, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We've played 8 full. The White Sox lead it 17-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping in, Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu.
Here it comes.
Pull, that's inside.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And he fouls this one off. Two and 1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Up next for Chicago, Yasmani Grandal. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That was a great job of driving that ball. To get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Tanner Scott comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
66. Tanner Scott.
At the plate now, Max Kepler. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Nick Madrigal. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
2-0 now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line softly to the right side, but foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. White Sox leave one, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Standing in, Austin Hayes, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Robert is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Right fielder,
Stepping into the box, Yusniel Diaz. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The catcher, number 28.
Digging in, Pedro Severino. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
17-3 tonight. The White Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dylan Cease with his 4th win this season. Dean Kremer was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.